Hey, everybody. Welcome to our weekend edition, part one. This is Friday and Saturday, Scotty. I am psyched tonight. I will be on the court at MSG at around 6 o'clock, where I get to hang out with my grandson and Jalen Brunson. So I'm going to be wearing all kinds of Faraday clothing because Jalen is their national spokesman. I was going to wear my Knicks shit, but I'm such a suck up. I'm just wearing all the stuff that he wore in a recent print ad because I'm a douche. How you doing?
I like the Knicks tonight. And how was that 10th grandchild? What happened there?
Yeah. So number 10 has arrived. Scotty, we need one more to field the football team. The kids are going to have to play both ways, but nonetheless, that's pretty cool. So we're going to get at that. It's probably going to be a flag football thing. I think you can do less with that, but thank you for asking. It is an absolute blessing, my friend. Joy, joy, joy. It's amazing.
I don't know what I would do. I don't like shopping and I don't like buying gifts for people.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
too much stress involved and pressure, and you can never please anyone. And so,
Sure.
like buying, so for 34C, I go to the most expensive store that she likes, and I just rake and buy as much as possible, and then she takes half of it back. As
Yeah.
far as my kids go, I don't buy them anything. My wife does it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you would ever buy uh 10 grandchildren gifts year round and
Yeah.
your family and kids that you
Yeah.
already have. So your
Yeah.
family's now like you had 4 kids, 10 grandkids, and a
The
wife and
son-in-laws, right? Yeah,
myself.
there's 20. There's 20 of us around a normal weekend table. There is 20 of us. I do want to bring up a couple things about the kids, though. So my kids, love them to death. But we've talked about this before, Scott. Kids are not a reasonable return on investment. You think all the love you get back is worth the money you put in, and I dare say no, my friend. That's not really true. My return on investment on the grandkids is excellent because yeah, my wife spends too much. I'll get over that. But the general day-to-day shit, like having to put food in their face and buy diapers, I don't do any of that. I just go, I curse. My daughters yell at me for my potty mouth, and I go home. So it's really not that bad a deal. I like being a grandpa. It's all good.
Like for instance, I took him to a fancy dinner on his birthday,
Sure.
21st birthday. But
Yeah.
then, like on New Year's Eve, I'm home
Yeah.
getting hammered, and he goes out to dinner with a bunch of friends at some fancy restaurant, an Italian joint,
Nice.
and then the other one went to a party. But the one that went out, he went out to a restaurant, a fancy
Sure.
restaurant with like 12 dudes. And you can only imagine at least 8 or 9 of them are 21 now. So they were drinking and pounding at this restaurant and then eating. And then, who pays for it? Me. I don't
Yeah.
like the way the kid goes around San
With
Diego.
your credit card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buying everything he wants, ordering everything
Yeah.
he wants, having it delivered, buying his girlfriend dinner, having shit delivered for both of them, like I'm some kind of fucking bank.
Yeah. Can I ask you one quick question about that? Though you got 12 guys going out to an Italian meal in the city, partner. Let me guess. They had sausage.
I don't
Fuck.
fucking know what they had. I just know I paid for it.
Well, 12 dudes is a fucking sausage
I
party
had
anyway. They,
sausage
they should
last
find
night,
some
and I don't go to
chicks.
sausage festivals, but I had spicy sausage spaghetti last
I
night.
love it.
And
I love
then
it.
when I had to drink because of your awful picks, so I
Yeah.
drank like 15 double rums.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I recommend you go to the fancy. It's at the meat markets like on 39th. They have a thing called Iberico pork sausage. It's that aged pork that they hang up in like Lisbon and they
Right.
shave it off and people take too much to get a sandwich. They now make a sausage out of it. I'm telling you, it's better than eating pussy. It's
A lot of
unbelievable.
people have been
Can I
commenting
say that?
to me everywhere I
Sorry.
go that they want to, they love the podcast. I mean, it's
Yeah, they
amazing.
should. Fuck them.
I mean,
Yeah.
the podcast is getting rave reviews. People love watching the podcast, even in other cities. There were a lot of people saying that to me on the WFAN shows that they like
I heard.
the Pharrell and the Prophet podcast. So the
Yeah.
podcast is great, and they think that you're funny. And I don't think you're funny yesterday with your shitty pick. So
Yeah,
today,
you know.
did all the picks because your shitty picks fucking made me want to hang myself from a tree. I
Okay,
had me today, and he goes like this in the club while I was naked with my dick in my hand. The guy goes, he goes, "You gave me some real stinkers." That's what the guy said. Who uses the word stinkers?
oh my God. Are you
I
sitting
go,
there?
yeah, I
That's
know.
what
I
they
took
said
it
to you?
in the ass. Thanks for
Yeah.
reminding me.
Absolutely. And what are you like sitting right next to him in like the steam room and he's probably got that fat belly and a little mushroom cap cock. I mean, you know what? Let's do one thing. You shut the fuck up. How's that? You
I don't,
dick.
you know what happens is that I told you when I work out, my dick shrivels.
I
When I work
know.
out, I get the
I
turtle in the
know.
shell. And then when I
Yeah.
am, when I'm long dicking with 34C, I'm normal. But there's something
Yeah.
about playing basketball, lifting, swimming, and going in a cold
Yeah.
tub. When I go in the cold tub, the
Oh,
Antarctica tub,
please.
my dick
Yeah.
goes, it literally is the size of like a knuckle,
Yeah. I,
just the
I
last knuckle.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But you do see those guys, guy, because I used to be over there all the time. They sit like these Russian dudes. There's
Oh, they're
hair
sweaty and hairy.
everywhere, and
Oh.
and literally, you look at the clock and their cock. All you see is like a slit inside their stomach. It's like a. They're
Is there anything worse?
disgusting. Put your
Is there
fucking
anything
clothes
worse?
on.
Is there anything worse than forgetting your flip flops at that place and having to walk through pubic
Oh,
hairs everywhere?
yeah. Well, I can tell you what that. You know what that's going to lead to? That fucking ointment you got to put on your toes because your
Yeah,
nails are going to go all yellow. By the
yeah.
way, I think I told you this, but there was a guy there who went
Oh
all
my
the time.
god, now his toes
He,
were all yellow.
yeah, he's dead now, so we can talk about him.
Yeah,
But his toes, I think his toes killed him. But he literally would walk around in sandals in that place. You know those like the where you could walk into the shower with them,
yeah.
whatever flip flops. Scott, his toes were this decrepit, curdled yellow and brown, and they were
Oh.
like little nubs and sharp pieces. It was the most
I would
disgusting thing
never
you've ever
go out in
seen.
public with that. I would
That
never.
what
If I had that problem, I would not go out in public with
ever.
it
Ever.
ever.
And I honestly, I do think, I mean, he died. I honestly think it killed him. You know, that the fungus went right through
Good.
his nails to his brain.
All right,
And
so there's
I'm fine with that.
four. Just I want to do the night games. The two night games are Arizona and SMU and Wake against Mississippi State. Those are at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
tonight, and then we can get into Saturday's games. And there's a
You got
bunch
it,
of NBA.
brother.
You're going to the Nick game. There's a bunch of good NBA, and
Absolutely.
there's actually a couple of really good college basketball games. And one of them, at least, I put up as a pay pick.
I love it. Hey, let's start with Rice and Texas State, Scott, because that's 1 o'clock. So we're going to have to race to get this one up.
I
Everybody
don't
who's
know why you're
listening,
doing
I
that.
will
What could
do
be
my
worse
best.
than that football game?
I don't know what could be worse.
I'm gonna
Honestly,
run
I don't.
errands when
Th-
that
this,
game's on. I'm not watching
yeah,
that.
I get it. I mean, look, here's the thing. I don't think
How
Rice
about
is necessarily
Navy
going to lose by a
Cincinnati?
19. Yeah, I like that game. If I had to guess, I think giving Cincinnati 7.5 may be too much. Is there? I got to look it up, Scott. Is their whole team in the portal?
I anymore. I would say yes.
Yeah,
Everyone's quitting. They all quit for the bowl games.
right. And the reason I bring that up is because, as you know, you can't go in the portal when you're in Navy because Uncle Sam owns your ass. So, the reality is Navy's going to have everybody playing. So, yeah, I mean, Navy's probably going to kick their ass,
All
Scotty.
right, so Navy, and there's
I,
no way they're going over 55 and a half.
no fucking way. I agree with you completely. Wake Forest against Mississippi State.
I think it's Mississippi State because the SEC is better than the ACC. I don't care what their fucking record is.
Fair enough. Although I tell you what, that 3.5 is enticing.
You know,
Arizona.
when you're 5-7 and they still give you a bowl bid.
Well, you know what it is, Scott. Right now, these bowls, straight up, partner, they can't find teams who actually want to
No.
go to them. I
But
mean,
this is the
who wants to
blow a
do
load
that?
bowl. That's the blow a load bowl. The
Yeah,
when they're done, the
yeah,
mayonnaise bowl, they
yeah.
blow a fucking girthy load on the
Yep.
coach's face.
Yeah, instead of I know exactly what you're talking about because normally they put like Gatorade on their head, but now they all just they do a coupon. What's that? Bukkake, and all the players just bukkake the
I
coach's
know.
face.
That's the
Wow,
only reason to
are we
watch the
allowed to
game
say
and end the
that?
game.
Yeah, have you ever seen a bukkake session?
Just in on pornos.
Yeah, because there's like 14 Japanese guys and they're all jerking off like this, two finger jerk. But then there's some poor Japanese lady and she just literally gets lathered up.
Yeah,
Horrific.
I've definitely watched that on Pornhub.
Yeah, no question about it. Hey, let's go into some basketball. Are we even allowed to say that on
Hey,
a?
you didn't
Oh,
tell me
we
who
can
you
say
liked in
anything.
the Arizona SMU game. Now that's the game of the day. I like
Yeah,
Arizona.
I like Arizona too. Although I got to tell you something, Scotty. That thing scares me. I think the over might be in play though.
I like the
Say,
over there. I do like the over.
Yeah, San Antonio, Scott, and Indiana. San Antonio playing some really good ball. Indiana, they are what they are,
I'm
bro.
guessing no Wembenyama, so I'll take the
Yeah,
Pacers.
fair enough. Brooklyn versus Washington. Hey, one team's 10-21, one is 8-24. It's a
I
classic
like
matchup.
Washington at home.
I do too. Atlanta versus New York, Scotty. I will be in the house tonight, and I am picking the Knicks.
Me too.
There you go. Denver versus Cleveland.
I like Denver with 13 and a half.
I'm waiting to see what that looks like, but I have to agree with you. By the way, Cleveland, Scott, if you want to look right now, Cleveland is an absolute shit show. You know their cap space situation is death, right? I actually think they're going to have to move Garland. That's another story, but I don't think they're going to keep them both. Orlando versus Chicago.
I like Orlando.
I do too, Scott. Charlotte versus Milwaukee.
No comment. It's part of the pay
Fair
package.
enough. Understood. Portland versus New Orleans.
I like New Orleans.
You know what? I do too. I'm telling you that they're playing a better brand of ball. So, I'm with you on that one. Sacramento at Phoenix tonight, Scott, 9
Phoenix.
p.m. Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix. You know what, though? At 12 and a half, Scotty? We'll see. Oklahoma City at Golden State, partner.
Part of the pay package.
10-4. Memphis versus the Lakers. Memphis is a
Lakers.
shit show.
I like the
The
Lakers finally.
what happened to Memphis? It just shows that like one player can take your whole organization down. Everyone thought John Morant was going to be the face of the NBA. He's the face of a prison cell.
Yeah, but
NHL, Scotty, can you
listen,
run it down?
but I will tell you that game they played the other day, the Memphis game, was the best game I've seen in a while with the Sixers, 139, 136, and
Yeah, it
all
was
time the guy had
unbelievable.
40. People keep talking
Somebody.
shit about Ja like you and whoever else.
I
The
do.
guy
I
can
do.
flat out play. I know he's a pain in the fucking rectum, but he can flat out play. When he wants to go off, there's no stopping him.
I completely agree. They're 15 and 18. It ain't getting better.
All right, so what else? Here's one. I like
NHL, partner, you want to run
Bobby
a game or two for me?
Yeah,
NHL?
Bobby Moe, I like at Detroit tonight, laying 1.5. I like USC and 22 and a half against Michigan at Chrysler in Ann Arbor. I bet on so part of the pay package is the Nebraska Michigan State game. I like Louisville at Stanford, and I like Rutgers and 8.5 against Ohio State at the rack.
I
And I
like it. Hey,
take
guys,
Seattle and 24 and a half against Gonzaga. Gonzaga kills everybody, but this Seattle team is no joke, and I hope they give them a game.
I like it. Hey guys, here's my picks for you. I like Fairfield against Canisius. It's about a 6.5 point spread. That's going to be a double-digit win for Fairfield. Canisius is pretty bad. Guys, another esoteric game for you, but I'm going to throw it out there. Niagara's just terrible. Take a peek and see if you can grab Sacred Heart. You can get it on Caesars. Try and get it at 3. Right now it's 3.5. If you get that at 3, that also is a winning play. Scotty, I got one more for you. Just one more. Jacksonville State is going to destroy Delaware. I honestly, I just think they're going to destroy them. Delaware has got a really awful squad.
And I like
Those are,
Santa Clara at home against Pepperdine. They'll
I do
kill them
too.
in school. St. Mary's over Portland. They'll beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I like both of those. Let me give you one more that I really like, Scott. Here's a big winner for you. Quinnipiac is going to punch Manhattan in the cock. It's a 6.5 point spread. That'll be double digits as
Awesome.
well.
All right, what about Saturday? Tomorrow. How about this? There's 2 NFL games, and I am putting it all. Listen to this on the
I
Niners at Stonewashed Denim Jeans at Levi's in Santa Clara. I think the Niners and Purdy, who's hot, will beat Seattle. Give me the 1.5 in San Fran.
Fair enough. Guess what, partner? We're going to live on the opposite side of that game. What do you think about Carolina and Tampa Bay?
I think Tampa Bay finally wins a game because it's at Raymond James. But I mean, Carolina's already beat them. But I'm going Tampa. You're going the other way on that one as
Yeah,
well.
I think I may lean the other way because I like getting 3 points in that game, Scott. I
What
really
about
do.
the
It's gonna be tight.
Sixers and Knicks at the Garden tomorrow night? Because they beat them the last time.
Yeah. What is it? What do you have for a spread there, Scotty? Tell me real
I don't.
quick.
I don't have a spread. I'm just saying. I think
Got it.
Philly will cover.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Knicks are going to be what on the end of a back to back, and yeah, I could see it. I wonder if Mitch Rob's going to play tonight. We'll see.
And I like the
It could be.
Clippers to upset the Celtics at the Intuit in Lipstick City. They've been hot. They've been winning. I told you
Hi.
yesterday on the picks
You
video.
called it.
I did
You
say
called it.
Clippers lay the 12 and a half.
You called it. And the Claw, Scott, he played out of his mind. Didn't he score 45 last night? He's out of
Yeah.
fucking control, bro. I mean, out of control. What do you like in hockey tomorrow?
Well,
To me.
Saturday in hockey, and by the way, I thought Letang's overtime winner was great to beat Detroit, the Penguins. So here's the NHL on Saturday. They're going to play him again. So I'll take Detroit this time on Saturday at high noon. God, that's a great game. Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo in Columbus. They've been playing great. I like the Devils at home against Utah. I like Edmonton over Philly. I actually like San Jose to upset Tampa at a plus 169. And Montreal, St. Louis. God, I like Montreal and St. Louis too. I like Calgary at home against Nashville. I like Colorado at Carolina. I like the Islanders over the Leafs on Strong Island at the horse track. Ottawa at home against Winnipeg. I like Washington at home against Chicago. Great call by you. Chicago over Dallas at plus 160. You were right. I picked the Islanders and took it in the ass. My fault. And then I like Minnesota to win at LA. And I like Boston to win at Vancouver.
I love it, brother. I feel like I've got something caught here, and
Figs.
it could be that mayonnaise thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to bounce, brother. I love you. By the way, I will tell Jalen that you said hi.
He's a
Goodbye.
badass.
He is a badass. JB for three.